The disparity between the rich and the poor can often be traced to patterns in financial habits and understanding, as highlighted in The Richest Man in Babylon. The 5 laws of gold presented by Arcad are timeless principles that illuminate why the wealthy continue to grow their fortunes while others may struggle to escape financial stagnation. These laws revolve around the accumulation, preservation, and growth of wealth, emphasizing discipline, sound investments, and the avoidance of risky ventures. Arcad's teachings demonstrate that wealth is not merely a product of luck or opportunity, but rather the outcome of consistent, intentional financial decisions. The 5 laws act as a guide for anyone seeking financial stability, encouraging the application of universal truths such as saving a portion of one's earnings, seeking counsel from wise sources, and allowing money to work for its owner. By neglecting these principles, people often fall into debt or lose potential wealth through poor judgment. Understanding these laws is critical to breaking the cycle of poverty and achieving lasting prosperity. They reveal that building wealth is not only about earning more but also about making strategic choices to secure and grow one's resources over time. On the first law of gold. The first law of gold, a part of all I earn is mine to keep, offers an essential foundation for financial success. It emphasizes the principle of saving a portion of your income consistently, a habit that enables wealth accumulation over time. This practice, commonly referred to as paying yourself first, ensures that you prioritize your financial well-being before allotting money to expenses or discretionary spending. By setting aside at least 10% of your earnings for personal savings, you create a foundation that supports future growth and stability. One of the key benefits of this principle is its ability to provide a sense of control, and savings act as a financial cushion that allows individuals to better handle unexpected situations, such as medical emergencies, car repairs, or temporary loss of income. This safety net is crucial because it reduces reliance on borrowing or using high-interest debt, both of which can trap people in cycles of financial strain. Another advantage of consistently saving is the opportunity to leverage the power of compound growth over time. When money is saved and subsequently invested wisely, it can generate returns that further grow the original amount. For instance, the interest earned on savings can, in turn, earn interest itself, creating a snowball effect. This concept shows how even modest savings, when done regularly and allowed to grow, can result in significant wealth over the long term. This process is often what differentiates those who gradually accumulate riches from those who remain financially stagnant. A common pitfall, however, is the tendency to rationalize overspending on non-essential items, which undermines one's ability to save. For example, frequent dining at restaurants, costly subscription services, or indulging in lifestyle inflation can quickly erode financial resources. While people often cite low income as a barrier to saving, the reality is that reckless spending habits play a significant role in perpetuating financial insecurity. Mismanagement of even modest earnings can prevent individuals from taking the critical step of setting aside money for themselves. To counter this, individuals must prioritize saving before responding to monthly obligations such as rent, bills, or entertainment. This approach ensures savings goals are met consistently, eliminating the temptation to allocate leftover funds to non-essentials. Automation can serve as an effective strategy for achieving this. Automatically transferring 10% of their paycheck to a savings or investment account removes the obstacle of relying on memory or willpower. Over time, this practice not only creates a savings habit but also instills a deeper appreciation for managing money wisely. Ultimately, the first law of gold underscores the importance of discipline and foresight in personal finance. While financial freedom and wealth creation may feel out of reach to many, adopting the principle of saving 10% of income ensures steady progress toward these goals. It establishes habits that support stability and long-term security and provides individuals with the tools to capitalize on future opportunities. This law highlights a critical truth about wealth building. It begins with small, consistent actions that are within everyone's reach, regardless of income level. By prioritizing saving and avoiding the pitfalls of unnecessary spending, anyone can harness this principle to pave the way to financial independence. The second law of gold. The second law of gold underscores the idea that money works tirelessly for those who put it to profitable use. This principle lies at the core of why the rich tend to get richer, while the poor often remain in their financial struggles. Wealth is created not merely by earning money but by understanding how to effectively invest and grow it. When money is spent only on non-essential items or depreciating assets, it diminishes in value. Conversely, when it is employed diligently, generating returns through well-considered investments, it multiplies, enhancing financial stability and independence. One of the key distinctions the wealthy make is the ability to differentiate between necessities and luxuries. They understand that unnecessary luxuries, while tempting, can drain resources and impede long-term wealth-building goals. This restraint does not mean living in deprivation. Instead, it entails prioritizing financial growth over fleeting pleasures. By delaying gratification, the wealthy allocate their resources to investments with the potential to yield steady returns, whether through passive income or capital appreciation. This approach is a significant factor in the perpetual growth of their wealth. Investment opportunities abound in various forms, and wisely leveraging them is central to the second law of gold. Real estate, for instance, remains a popular choice due to its tangible nature and potential for appreciation over time. Rental properties, in particular, can generate a consistent stream of income while simultaneously increasing in value. Other traditional assets, such as stocks and bonds, allow investors to participate in the growth of companies or benefit from stable interest payments. Additionally, entrepreneurial ventures, such as investing in or starting a business, can dramatically increase wealth, provided they are approached with careful planning and market insight. The imagery of gold or money as soldiers that work diligently for their owner is a useful mental model. Imagine each dollar you possess as a small warrior with the task of acquiring more resources for your financial army. The greater the number of these soldiers you deploy in profitable investments, the larger your wealth grows through dividends, interest, rental payments, or business profits. This compounding effect allows even modest amounts of money to blossom into significant wealth over time when handled responsibly. However, the key is to deploy these resources wisely, as carelessness or poorly informed decisions can lead to setbacks and losses. Another vital aspect of this law is ensuring the security and legitimacy of investments. The allure of high returns can tempt individuals into risky ventures or schemes that promise unrealistic profits. The wealthy typically adopt a methodical and cautious approach when evaluating opportunities, prioritizing not just potential gains but also stability and risk management. They conduct thorough research, consult with financial experts, and remain informed about market trends before committing their money. This prudence ensures that their investments align with their long-term goals without exposing them to undue risk. Crucially, the second law of gold also highlights the value of financial literacy. Understanding how investments work, the risks involved, and how markets operate empowers individuals to make informed choices. This knowledge creates a foundation for building sustainable wealth and helps avoid mistakes that could deplete accumulated resources. The rich often dedicate time and effort to educating themselves about finance and investment, which allows them to maximize the potential of every dollar they earn. Ultimately, the second law of gold reveals why disciplined decision-making and strategic investments enable wealth accumulation and retention. While earning a high income is helpful, what truly differentiates the wealthy is their ability to make money work for them. They focus less on short-term spending and more on long-term growth, using their resources as tools to secure their future financial independence. By adopting the principles of this law, prioritizing profitable investments, avoiding unnecessary expenditures, and ensuring legitimate opportunities, anyone can begin laying the foundation for enduring wealth. Point 3. The role of experts in financial growth. The third law of gold emphasizes the importance of seeking professional advice when managing wealth and making investment decisions. This principle underscores that financial wisdom often comes from years of experience and specialized knowledge, which the average person may not possess. The rich understand the value of consulting experts in areas like real estate, stock trading, or business, and they leverage this expertise to grow and protect their wealth. This practice starkly contrasts with the behavior of many who act impulsively on gut feelings or follow unverified investment advice from unqualified individuals, such as friends, family, or media figures. While the inexperienced may see this as an unnecessary expense, the wealthy recognize it as an essential step toward long-term financial success. One of the common mistakes people make is failing to differentiate credible advice from unreliable sources. The financial world is full of tempting shortcuts and promises of quick riches, often presented by untrustworthy individuals or schemes. For instance, many fall prey to investment scams posing as once-in-a-lifetime opportunities or blindly trust the recommendations of amateurs. These mistakes usually end in loss and regret, as they are driven more by emotion and FOMO, fear of missing out, than by proper analysis. The rich avoid such traps because they prioritize facts and expertise over hearsay. They understand that effective financial planning is a calculated process that requires the guidance of someone who knows the markets, economy, and available investment vehicles inside out. To draw a useful analogy, navigating complex financial decisions without expert advice is akin to performing surgery on yourself without medical training. It is both risky and reckless, with potentially disastrous consequences. Just as an individual would trust a skilled surgeon for a life-saving procedure, they should trust financial advisors, accountants, or investment consultants when it comes to their money. These professionals not only help develop a personalized strategy for financial growth, but also mitigate risks by identifying potential pitfalls others might overlook. The rich appreciate that such expertise justifies the costs involved because they see it as an investment in security and success rather than an expense. What makes the rich even richer, compared to others, is their intentionality in surrounding themselves with the right team of professionals. They build relationships with accountants, attorneys, real estate agents, and investment consultants who can offer sound advice at critical moments. This shared expertise allows them to exploit profitable opportunities more effectively while avoiding costly errors. By contrast, those without access to expert guidance often hesitate or misstep, losing their chance to accumulate wealth. This difference in approach creates a lasting gap between financial trajectories, marking one of the fundamental reasons the rich continue to grow their wealth while the poor struggle or stagnate. Additionally, the discipline to listen to and apply expert advice requires humility and patience, two traits often overlooked in discussions of wealth building. The rich acknowledge their limitations and willingly defer to specialists when required, while those less financially literate may stubbornly rely on their own judgment or fall victim to overconfidence. This level of self-awareness also fosters trust within the network of advisors the wealthy cultivate. When experts feel respected, they are more likely to provide high-quality, tailored advice, ensuring the wealth they manage remains protected and continues to grow. Ultimately, the third law of gold teaches a powerful lesson for anyone seeking financial stability or prosperity. To avoid repetitive cycles of loss and disappointment, one must make intentional decisions to rely on proven expertise. Rather than risk everything on unverified claims or emotions, individuals would do well to follow the example of the wealthy, who consistently prioritize professional guidance. Treating money management with the seriousness it deserves is the foundation for making smart investment decisions, preserving wealth, and building a legacy for future generations. 4. Ignorance in investments leads to financial loss. The fourth law of gold teaches a fundamental principle about financial growth and preservation. Ignorance is the enemy of wealth. Many people fail to understand that protecting one's hard-earned money requires more than simply saving. It demands careful, informed decision-making when considering investments. This law warns against venturing into unfamiliar financial territories or pursuing opportunities that lack solid approval from those who are experienced and trustworthy in financial matters. Without this essential caution, money has a way of slipping away quickly, leaving individuals financially vulnerable. A common scenario where the fourth law proves true is when individuals are lured into seemingly lucrative opportunities without proper understanding or due diligence. Take the example of John, who dutifully saved $10,000 following the first law of gold. Eager to grow his wealth quickly, he invested the money based on television tips and hearsay. Unfortunately, John's lack of knowledge in the stock market and real estate sectors, coupled with his decision to act impulsively without consulting experts, brought disastrous results. He made uninformed investment choices and ultimately lost his savings. This cautionary tale demonstrates how failure to grasp this principle can derail anyone's financial stability, no matter how much discipline they initially show in saving money. The fourth law emphasizes the importance of thoroughly educating oneself about any investment before committing money. A lack of knowledge not only risks financial losses, but can also lead to missed opportunities for potential growth. Rather than taking uninformed risks, individuals should prioritize their understanding of financial concepts and evaluate the credibility and reliability of investment opportunities. If you're not directly knowledgeable in an area, seeking advice from experts is critical. Trusted advisors, trained financial professionals, or even experienced mentors in a specific industry can provide the insights required to make sound decisions. Reliable advice can significantly minimize risk and increase the likelihood of profitable outcomes, helping individuals achieve sustainable wealth growth. Another key implication of this law is that it teaches the importance of patience in financial decision-making. Many people become impatient in their pursuit of wealth and fall prey to schemes that promise high returns without substantial risk. These get-rich-quick schemes are often nothing more than traps designed to exploit the uninformed. Recognizing the value of patience and long-term thinking helps combat the appeal of such dubious opportunities. By approaching investments with a focus on stability and sustainability, individuals align their financial decisions with time-tested principles that have helped successful investors build their fortunes. Furthermore, the fourth law advocates an ongoing commitment to self-education in finances. The financial world is constantly evolving, with trends, markets, and investment opportunities shifting over time. Staying ahead of these changes by learning about new developments not only enhances an individual's ability to make informed choices, but also opens doors to future prospects. Building this knowledge base reduces the likelihood of falling victim to scams or unwise investments while increasing financial confidence over time. Ultimately, this law underscores the need to approach investments with both humility and vigilance. It is perfectly acceptable to admit when you lack expertise in a specific area, as it presents an opportunity to seek guidance or step back to reassess. Remember that keeping your wealth is as important as growing it, and informed decisions form the bedrock of both goals. The discipline to only invest in areas where you hold knowledge or access to trusted advice protects your finances from unnecessary risk. Point 5. The fifth law of gold revisited. The fifth law of gold emphasizes the peril of chasing impossible earnings and the dangers of falling victim to enticing schemes or untrustworthy advice. It serves as a sobering reminder that there are no shortcuts to financial stability and wealth accumulation. Those who attempt to force their wealth into growing under unrealistic or risky endeavors often find themselves losing far more than they stood to gain. Understanding this law and incorporating its principles into financial decisions is essential for anyone seeking to build sustainable wealth. One of the key aspects of this principle is recognizing the importance of realistic expectations when it comes to investments and earnings. All too often, individuals fall into the trap of believing promises of extraordinary returns without closely evaluating the risks involved. Schemes that promise spectacular results with little effort should immediately raise red flags. For example, pyramid schemes and fraudulent investment ventures lure people with the guarantee of quick wealth, but leave participants financially devastated. The fifth law cautions that while these opportunities may seem lucrative on the surface, they are typically riddled with high risk and an almost certain likelihood of loss. The law also warns against the instinct to recover losses by doubling down. This includes actions like gambling, speculating on unproven assets, or engaging in dangerously high-risk financial maneuvers. A prime example is John, a fictional character representing many real-world individuals. After facing losses from failed investments, John attempts to recover his money by gambling in Las Vegas. Rather than rebuilding his wealth through careful planning and patience, his decision to chase quick gains leads to the loss of his remaining $500. Ultimately, unrealistic expectations and hasty decisions set him further back on his financial journey. This principle teaches that wealth is not achieved through reckless behavior, but rather through disciplined and measured actions. Accumulating and preserving wealth requires a strategy grounded in long-term thinking and a commitment to steady progress. Following tried and true financial practices, such as budgeting wisely, sticking to a savings plan, and investing in stable and reliable opportunities, offers a far greater likelihood of success. Those who adhere to this approach consistently over time will find that small, incremental steps add up to significant financial stability. Furthermore, the fifth law underscores the value of financial literacy. Lack of knowledge is often what leads people into risky ventures that promise quick returns. Understanding basic investment principles, learning to recognize warning signs of fraudulent advice, and staying informed about the financial landscape can serve as powerful tools to prevent costly mistakes. By educating themselves, individuals can better identify sustainable opportunities and avoid falling prey to schemes that exploit ignorance or greed. Another critical takeaway from this principle is the role of self-discipline in wealth creation. Financial independence demands resisting the allure of shortcuts and keeping focus on proven methods that might not promise instant results but are reliable in the long term. The wealthy are typically those who have developed habits of patience, research, and prudent decision-making. On the other hand, impulsive actions driven by overconfidence or desperation often lead the less disciplined into financial hardship. The fifth law of gold also reflects a broader truth about life itself, that anything worth achieving demands effort, patience, and persistence. Just as building a successful career or maintaining good health requires consistent action over time, so does accumulating wealth. There is no magical formula or secret shortcut that can replace the hard work and discipline required in the process. Ultimately, Adhering to the fifth law of gold means fostering a mindset that focuses on sustainability, diligence, and realism. It is not about taking unnecessary risks or chasing fantasies, but rather about making smart, informed decisions consistently. By avoiding the siren call of ill-advised shortcuts, one can create a foundation of financial security and success that can endure through life's uncertainties. The enduring wisdom of Arcad's 5 laws of gold provides valuable insights into the underlying principles that contribute to building and sustaining wealth. These laws highlight the importance of developing disciplined financial habits, making informed investment choices, and continuously seeking knowledge to better manage and grow one's financial resources. Wealth, as these lessons suggest, is not the product of chance but the result of deliberate and consistent effort over time. What truly sets the wealthy apart is their ability to think strategically about their finances, ensuring that their resources consistently grow through careful stewardship and patience. On the other hand, the lack of financial literacy and poor habits often contribute to a cycle of poverty, as the uninformed may squander resources or fall into the trap of quick fixes. The 5 laws of gold break this cycle by emphasizing education, responsibility, and a long-term approach to wealth management. Ultimately, the rich get richer by adhering to these universal principles, while those who fail to do so risk falling further behind. By internalizing these lessons, anyone can begin to lay the groundwork for financial security, unlocking the tools necessary to build a stable and prosperous future.